progress. So, hi, Moni, how are you doing?
Hi, good. How are
I'm
you?
well, thank you so much. I'm so excited to talk with you about taking out a basketball game and just your incredible journey in the industry from your role in this thriller to your work in The Apprentice and welcome to Derry. You've had an exciting career, so I can't wait to dive into it all with you. So, thank you again for your time.
Thank you for having
Oh,
me.
you're very welcome. So, Taking Out a Basketball Game is based on real events. What
Mhm.
drew you to the role of Splendid, and how did you prepare for such an intense and emotionally charged character?
I honestly loved the character of Splendid because I felt like she was very multi-dimensional. Like it wasn't a surface level role at all. So I just felt like I wanted to like create a character that, although she had unfortunate circumstances, she was still strong, she was still a fighter, and she still was determined to make the best out of her situation. And honestly, it was really hard to prepare, but thankfully I had my acting coach. His name is Louis Bomander. He helped me so much. And basically what happened was I had a friend when I was younger who was going through a similar situation, and I really wanted to kind of channel that based on what I witnessed. I wanted to try and channel that in the most respectful way possible. So I wanted to create the sex worker dynamic of who Splendid was, but I also wanted to delve deep and try to figure out who she was as a person as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is awesome. Thank you so much. Now, your character is Splendid. Also, she plays a crucial role in helping Wayne Edwards search for
Yeah.
his daughter. So, what was it like working alongside DB Woodside, and how did you kind of develop that on-screen dynamic?
He was honestly great to work with. Like he was great to be around both like on set and off set. So I was able to talk to him a few times outside of work, which was great. So that really helped with feeling comfortable around him and just being able to do the role and bounce off of him. But he was also like such a great person to be around because I could ask him like, what do you think about this for Splendid? What do you think about this? And I was able to like lean on him and get a lot of his advice and a lot of his expertise because he is a veteran and he knows what he's doing. He's such a good actor. So it was great being able to ask him for help and ask him for support and for him to be there. So I absolutely loved working with DB.
That is great. Well, you're great as well. So thank you for that. You're welcome. So the film explores important social issues around abduction and exploitation. What do you hope audiences take away from that story?
I hope they realize how often this happens. I know I say this a lot, but it happens so easily, and it's from usually the most unsuspecting people. And it's in the most like random places too. It can happen anywhere at any time by anyone. And I hope people are just a bit more cautious, that they're more aware of their surroundings. Not to say to live life scared, but like just be a bit more aware as to what's going on around you. But I really do hope that people love the film and love the cast and love the performances because I don't know, I thought we had powerhouses on our cast. So
Yes, absolutely, you did. I mean, I'm so excited. So I'm sure we're all gonna love it. So, with your background in beauty pageants from Miss Universe Canada and Miss World Canada, how did your experience in pageantry influence your approach to acting and storytelling?
so with pageants. So the reason why I got into pageants is because I thought I was gonna do modeling in pageants, but I actually like had no interest in doing acting. But what happened was there was a pageant sister who was like, "You need to try out background acting," and I was like, "No, I'm okay." And so basically, what happened was a year after. So I had at this point already competed for Miss Universe Canada. Sierra Burchell won that year, and I was kind of just figuring out what I was going to do. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try background acting now. I talked to my pageant sis and I was like, what do I need to do? And then I just kind of went in. I was just seeing where things go went, and it was I was on the set of Disney Zombies, and FET Brown, which was one of the producers, she gave me my first line. So it was sort of like, I guess pageants helped me with confidence,
Mm.
and it helped me with just like the urge to want more and to keep going. But I kind of grew to love acting outside of pageants because I wasn't really sure. When I first got into it, I was kind of like, I don't really know where this is going to go. And after the upgrade happened, after I signed with my agent, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this more seriously. And then it grew to become my passion.
Yes. Well, that's amazing. Well, congratulations. That's just
Yeah.
wonderful for you. You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. So, you've been a part of a variety of projects, of course, such as drama-filled thrillers to Oscar-nominated films. How do you select the roles that you take on?
Um, Pretty much. I'm gonna be honest, like as actors, like when you're on the come up, like a lot of people assume that we like, oh, that's a role I want, let's take it. But most of the time we have to audition, right? So I love like the auditions that I love that I'm drawn to are auditions where I feel like there's a lot more layers within the character. There's a lot more work that could be done. There's a lot of like I like to take a humanistic approach to my acting. So I like characters where I feel like I could relate to them in some way, or maybe I there's a scenario where I went through before and maybe it's not the same, but I can try and tie it in together just because I want to be authentic and genuine and real in that moment as I audition. So like um that's the most important part to me. I just want to give really good auditions, and I feel as though whatever is meant for me will find me, and that'll guide where I'm meant to go in my career.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Thank you. So, without giving away any spoilers, your upcoming role in Welcome to Derry is highly anticipated. So, what can
Yeah.
you share about your experience working on a series set in the world of it?
Honestly, it was really fun. Like the cast was great. The director was amazing. I'm sure I can say who the director was because he's on the IMDb page. His name is Andy. He's great. I worked with Andy. I worked with Jamie. They were amazing. Um, of course, that's like the extent of what I can say. But I really, really, really liked working on that set. It was really fun. It was really challenging. But there was a lot of new experiences. And honestly, I'm so happy I got to be a part of it.
That's great. Well, we're excited too. Thank you. So, The Apprentice has great recognition, including an Oscar nomination. What was it like being a part of such a critically acclaimed film?
Honestly, I'm really happy I got to be a part of it. I wasn't sure at first. I was kind of like, okay, I got this. I don't know what to expect, but once I got on set and I saw the atmosphere, I felt the atmosphere, realized it was just about telling a story in the most like truthful way as we could, and seeing Sebastian like literally right in front of me and like perform. I was like how I am now. I'm a bit like at a loss of words. Like he is so talented. It was so fun to be able to watch these like big names be in their element and see how they move and see how they like how seriously they take their craft and to see them at work. And I'm just really happy that I got to be a part of that. But it also was kind of like a nudge for me to be like, you need to work harder, like keep because they're amazing, honestly.
Yeah, they are. That's awesome. I love that too. Thank you. Now, how has your cultural background influenced your career and the roles that you pursue?
Um, I'm more like Canadian Nigerian than I am like do you know what I mean? So like
Mhm.
I wouldn't necessarily say that my cultural background, although I am Nigerian and I claim Nigerian and everything is like I if you ask me I'll say that I'm Nigerian, but it's more of my past experiences that have kind of pushed me to where I wanted to go, especially within my career now. It's a lot of what I went through and it's a lot of my history that made me the way that I am, if I can say that. But
Mhm.
yeah, I wish I wish it was more because of but I'm Nigerian, but I just want to be honest and say that it's because of what I had gone through that
Yes. Yeah.
determined like where I am now, if that made sense.
It makes perfect sense, and that definitely leads me to my next question too, actually. Of course, the entertainment industry can be a little bit challenging, especially for women of color. Have you faced any obstacles in your career? And if so, how have you had a chance to navigate them?
I used to take these things really hard.
Mhm.
Um, there's the element of like, oh, I'm a Black woman, so I'm not going to get as many roles. And then there's the other element of I'm a darker skinned Black woman because colorism exists. But the way that I was able to combat that, like I used to take it really hard. Um, but I started to realize like whatever is meant for me will find me, regardless of how I look, regardless of my skin tone. What God puts right in front of me, it's not going to miss me. So I feel as though every single role that I booked was for me, like regardless. And if I don't book it, it just means I'm not meant to be in that environment. I don't know, maybe it's meant for someone else. It
Mhm.
is what it is. It's just not for me. So I just viewed like my mindset was I know it sounds really cheesy, but rejection is truly protection. Like there's a reason why I didn't book those things, and there's a reason why I wasn't meant to be on those sets, but I was meant to be in every single like film or commercial or movie that I've been casted in. So I'm just like really thankful for the way that things have happened.
Yes, and I definitely agree that it was not cheesy at all. That was actually right on point. So thank you for that. That's awesome. So, if you could give one piece of advice to aspiring actors, particularly those from underrepresented backgrounds, what would it be?
Honestly, don't take anything personally. I used to when I would go to a callback or I'd go as far as a chemistry read sometimes, and then I don't hear anything back. And I just think that it's not personal. Sometimes it's the height, sometimes like it's the hair. Like I used to have big hair, sometimes it's that. You don't know why it's a no, but sometimes it's just not meant to be. Just don't worry. It's not you. You're still amazing. Focus on your craft. Focus on getting like being a better actor. Focus on delving deeper within so you can give like a better performance. Just work on that and keep going. And don't worry about the outside noise either. That's what I could say because that's what I needed to hear.
Yes, that's awesome. And that is great inspiration. So, thank you so much for that. So, you've played a range of characters in different genres. So, is there a particular type of role or a story that you'd love to explore in the future?
Um, in the future, I honestly, anything where I get to just kind of let loose. I love drama. I
Mm.
love like conflict in relationships, not in real life, obviously, but but like in acting, because I just feel like it's a form of therapy. I can really like let out my emotions, but it works because the character would be feeling that same thing. So it's like, this is great. It's an outlet for me. So I think that anything where it's like a relationship dynamic, that would be fun. But also like I know everyone says this, but I would also love like to be in like a Marvel movie or like a superhero movie. I feel like that would be great. And then the last thing would be like I would love to be on set with Angela Bassett or Denzel Washington. I absolutely love them.
Me too.
I
Yeah.
they're so great.
That is, I can see that, especially
Yeah.
in the movie and with Angela and Denzel. Oh my gosh, we're speaking into existence. I see that. Okay, I do. You would be wonderful. Oh, I'm excited now. Thank you
Um,
for that.
um,
So, what has been the most rewarding moment of your acting career so far?
I would say I know it was a mini series, but when I did For the Record, it was my first, like on my resume, it said lead. So it was even though I wasn't number one on the call sheet, it was my first technically lead. And it was the first time that I felt like I gave a really real performance. Like I felt like I was able to get to where I wanted to be. Of course, when I look back on it now, I'm like, okay, I can delve way deeper than that. But it was the first time that I felt like I went to where my core was and I was just able to like let go.
Yeah.
And I felt like I gave a great performance. And not me, but that entire series was nominated for a Canadian Screen Award. So I thought we did an amazing job. But the fact that I was able to be a part of something like that was definitely a pivotal moment for me within my career.
Absolutely. That is amazing. That is great. So thank you. That is amazing. What are some of your favorite ways to like unwind and recharge per se when you're not acting?
I love the spa. Like, so
Yes.
I'm literally, my birthday's next week, so I'm gonna go to the spa. Like,
Birthday.
Um, so I love the spa. I love to kind of, I'm a bit of like a homebody, so I kind of like wrap myself up in my cocoon and
Mhm.
like with my blankets and like watch my YouTube videos. I love watching YouTube videos. Um, or like I'm only now, I usually don't watch TV, but I'm starting to because my acting coach recommended it. I'm starting to get into watching series and watching movies and stuff just so I can see other ways people act and like, but also like enjoy other people's act. Do you know what I mean? So I,
Yeah.
I guess I don't want to list off like a bunch of things, but I also love gardening and like I love baking and juicing. That's like has been my thing.
Awesome. That yeah, that sounds like fun. And you know what? That whole wrapping up like a cocoon and being a homebody, that's me. So
Oh, so you get
I get it. I love watching YouTube videos. So yeah, I love it. That is so
it.
cool. So
It's just so
thank you.
comfy.
I
Oh,
know it is. It's like it's nothing like that feeling, you know?
no, exactly.
Right. So with your rising success in both film and television, how do you stay grounded and maintain like a healthy work-life balance?
Pretty much I do therapy. I journal a lot, I pray a lot, and I just try to keep myself occupied, to be completely honest, with my free time. And I'm thankful that right now I have like a bit of time off, so I can just kind of do my plants, like I can juice, I can do what I need to do. I want to just make sure that I'm always trying new things, but always staying true to who I am. And I'm always trying to figure out who I am every day more and more because I feel like we're always growing and we're always evolving. And I just want to stay true to that. I don't want to lose course. And I feel like when I'm at work and that's it. And when it's done, it's done. I come home and I just continue to feed my soul and to just do what I need to do.
Yes, I love that. That is such a wonderful perspective. Thank you for sharing that. All right, so here's my last question for you, if you don't mind. Thank you. So, what is next for you then? Any upcoming projects or personal goals that you're excited about that you can talk about?
I I would love like a goal of mine would be to probably book like a series regular on a TV show. I haven't done that yet. I would love to. So I just want to be working towards that. And yeah, I know there's a few projects. There's one that I'm working on for a really well-known, I can't really say too much about it, but I just got it today. It's a really well-known kind of veteran director. And I'm really excited to be a part of that. I wish I could share more, but I'm going to be on set next
I'm
week.
excited for you. Yes, that's wonderful.
But I was really happy when I got the offer for that today and I'm just so thankful and I pray that more and more things come when they're meant to come and I'm just gonna just continue on my journey and see what happens.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on that new project for you and that's all the amazing things you have in store. And I will definitely pray as well for you for that be on that series. I know that's coming too, speaking that into existence as well.
That's so sweet. Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome. It was such a pleasure speaking with you and learning more about your experiences and upcoming projects. And I just cannot wait to watch Taking Out a Basketball Game tomorrow. And we'll definitely keep an eye out for all of the amazing work you do have coming up. And I'm wishing you continued success and a very, very happy birthday.
Thank you so much. You're so
You're
sweet.
welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as well, too. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You take care and have a good day.
Yeah,
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.